Today you're in the house with PD&J. How you doing today? My name is Jay.
And my name is Pocket. How are you folks doing today? I know we're a little early, but doing some good big things behind the scenes that we'll be talking about later, hopefully in the next few weeks. But hey, we're here, we're live, and man,
What a week.
what a week! Oh wow, it's only March, and already I'm ready. I can't take no more.
What's going on?
Right, I can't take no more. I tell you what, I'm glad I wasn't at the Oscars. I'm glad I wasn't on stage.
Wow. So let's just jump right into it, folks. Slap heard around the world. If you haven't heard it or if you haven't seen it, you're under a rock. Will Smith, well, let's back up. Chris Rock makes a joke, a G.I. James 2 joke in regards to Jada Pinkett Smith. And if those that don't know, Jada is suffering from alopecia. And so it's a disease and it causes, she just ended up shaving her hair because it causes loss of hair. That's part of the symptoms. So she didn't take it too kindly. But here's the thing about it. At first, we'll laugh.
Okay, so this is where I'm trying to let people understand. I've laughed at something too, not because it's funny, because I knew what I was going to do to you.
Okay.
So it's like, because you look at his face, he's laughing, but he's not laughing with it. He's not laughing at the joke. He's laughing at you, mother. Like, what is it? Denzel's movie.
Training Day?
Yeah, Training. You mother. Yeah, you know you wrong. That's what that was about. So, no. I haven't taken a side. I'm not going to take a side. Cool. Chris Rock, for a living, what does he do?
He roasts people. But some say that it goes back, that he's been itching for this since
2016.
The 2016 Oscars.
When he told Jada, he's like, I never forget that. He said, let me see if I can remember, folks. I do remember. He says to her, well, she's not there. He's like, you can't call it racism when you're not even invited. You can't hate them when you're not uninvited. So, it is what it is. Now, here's another thing that people, I don't think even know, which I'm not going to, again, I'm not giving anybody any excuses. From what I've heard, Chris Rock is a butthead in person. And I've heard that from many people, comedian-wise, reading it, people have said he's a butthead. Now, did it deserve to be that way? It happened, deserving, whatever. But I tell you what, I wore the wrong shirt. I should have wore cancel culture. I wore that one yesterday. Cancel culture. I don't give a damn.
Well, we canceling.
You know they're trying to cancel Will Smith.
Man.
And then what's funny, Hollywood directors will come out and say he ain't toxic because he's still a damn good actor.
So the cancel movement is just getting way out of hand.
I don't know if that was really out of hand. I mean, in other words, I would tell him, go put him in timeout. Go put him. I don't know. Go put him somewhere.
No, but all right, so let's just talk about it. Are we now in a day and age where comedians can't make a living off of what they do?
Well, I'm going to bring up a situation that many people may or may not know. A few years ago, if you remember, with Kevin Hart, and he cheated on his wife, and it came out in the hotel, and it was recorded. Michael Blackson went at him. Only thing that Kevin Hart said the whole time is, let's not talk about that. And that's off limits. We're not going to talk about it. But Michael Blackson, being the man that he is, he went in on the Breakfast Club. He went in on it. And Kevin Hart ended up having a problem with it. So they went at it. So again, who knows what's off limits? I don't know. I don't know. Like I've always said, I've been saying, you can't even talk politics with your friends.
Okay, but is there a line? And if there's has there always been that line? Because
I'm not a comedian. I don't know. Can a comedian T-Rail? Can you tap in? Let us know. Somebody let us know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a comedian. I don't do it for a living.
That's kind of crazy, though. If I did, and like I said, he's made a name off of roasting people.
Well, A lot
now,
more
was
people
it done
are
in bad
now-
taste?
now,
Maybe.
I wouldn't say he's made a name off of roasting people because you got to think. Every time I see Chris Rock, I think about one movie, New Jack City, Pookie. So you can't say he made a name off of roasting people. He made a name out of that damn movie. That's where most of us remember him from. Even new kids know him as Pookie, just because that's what he was. So I can't really say that I agree with the fact that he made a name off of roasting people. Now, if you stand-up comedy, I've watched his Bigger and Blacker. I think it's called. Help me out, y'all, if that's right. But I've watched his stand-up comedy, and I don't know. It's just, and everybody hates Chris. I think that's him too. That's Chris Rock, right? Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, they just fuck everybody's head up. But excuse the language. But just I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's off limits for comedy. People say there is nothing off limits. Some people say there is things off limits. And there's a limit where they can't say the N-word if you're not one. So I mean, there's a limit there. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is just, but to proceed and slap him on national TV, walked on stage and smacked the crap out of him. Really,
it was like one of the, what's my name? What's my name? Keep my wife's mouth out. My name, my dad, I can't even say it. Keep my wife's name out your mother mouth. Keep my wife's name out your mother mouth. Man, it was a G.I. Jane joke. G.I. Jane.
I guess so. Oh my God.
G.I. No. I didn't think that's an okay movie. I didn't think about that.
Wasn't a fan of it. Folks, what do you guys think about the whole Will Smith situation happening? We are live.
And then you got to think also, actually, and coming off of that just for a second, speaking of G.I. Jane, Demi Moore's family, her ex-husband, Bruce Willis, shout out to him. He retired today from acting. He's got aphasia, I believe it's called, aphasia, where where you robs you of the ability to communicate. Could be writing, reading, understanding. So who knows how long he's been dealing with it, but he's not doing acting anymore. One of the best actors I've ever seen. I've always loved his movies. I don't care and he's been doing a lot of B movies lately. I don't know if you know that, but on Netflix, he's got a whole slew of movies that I've watched too. I mean, Bruce Willis is Bruce Willis. He's a bad man. So shout out to him. Hopefully, there's help somewhere. I don't think it's curable. So
I don't think.
I just hope he makes it. He cannot be on that list. Y'all know what list I'm talking about for this year. Not this year. Not even next year. He just turned 64. I think a couple weeks ago or a week ago. Yeah, he just turned 64. So just think, I didn't know he was that old. But shout out to him and his family. But now, after that, sidetrack, getting back to
the Fresh Prince.
The fresh slap of Bel Air. Fresh. You said it.
Oh man!
I guess that was the slap of the kingdom.
That was hilarious.
And all the
at first, everybody thought just the way I thought. Oh man, it was planned. And you know what I mean? I don't think anybody thought it would be that he took it as serious as what he did until
after that, and then he was sitting there in his seat, and everybody was looking. It was awkward. It was really awkward. Now, also on that note, talking about that same thing, the Academy Awards. Apparently, he was told to leave afterwards. He was told to leave. It's an article out there. I believe CNN has it. Everybody has it. Will Smith was told to leave, and he said, "No, I'm not going. No, you want to get slapped? I got some for you."
We do have a comment that came in stating that, well, Chris Rock should have known better. Men's, wives, mothers, children's, they off limits. Sisters are a sensitive subject. That's interesting. Like I said, it's just crazy when you think that now that comedians are just off. They have to censor themselves, man.
Not really, man.
You don't think so?
No, listen. There's so much to talk about. So let's see what they're saying. There's so much to talk about. Just leave people's families alone, especially they're not your family. I get what they're saying there, but is it really off limits? Again, I'd rather hear that from a comedian, somebody that works in that industry to understand like what is off limits. Is there anything off limits?
Well, I know in the streets, you better not be talking about my mom, my wife, and nothing like that.
That's the streets. We ain't talking streets.
Yeah.
Like, we talking streets. We all know. Somebody says something about anybody close. I mean, remember we had an incident where somebody said something, and I almost lost it.
I remember that.
I almost lost it. It took everything to calm me down. So I already know. You don't know. No. But comedians, man, I've been to a lot of comedy shows. I've heard a lot of questionable stuff. I say questionable because it is what it is. But don't sit. And what they always say is don't sit in the front row. There's always a thing when you go to a comedy. If you sit in the front row, you better be your Sunday best. You better be a Sunday. And don't wear a zoot suit. Come on now. Don't wear the pimp suit, the zoot suits when you go to the comedy.
You never sit in the front row. That's just one thing that If you don't want to be the focus of attention for,
don't sit there.
You better not. Well, folks, we got to take care of a couple of things real quick, so you know what time it is. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
We're back.
I say we're back. You better keep our show in your mouth. In your mouth. Keep it in your mouth. Talk about it. What? I said talk. I want you.
Oh, man. Welcome back to a brand new episode of What's Good Today. It's your host, PD&J. I'm your host, Jay.
Out of pocket, man.
My God. We're having a ball today. Yes, we're coming at you a little bit earlier than normal, but that's because we have great things in the works. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I do want to transition to another subject matter that's kind of been irritating me just a little bit.
Actually, let's start with this. When we get into that, let's. It's been itching. It's been itching.
Something's on your mind. What's going on?
It's itching. Fallon Fox and Leah Thomas.
What's going on with that?
So, if y'all don't know, Leah Thomas was a man, swimmer, ranked 462nd nationally. Now he's ranked as the number one woman. What? Huh?
Okay.
Doesn't stop there. I had to pause. Fallon Fox. Born a man. Fought Tamika Brents. The fight was only 2 minutes. Fox fractured Brent's orbital socket, staples in her head, fractured her skull. She died in the hospital. Wait, but that was a dude. Again, transgender. Now, this Leah Thomas thing takes a bit of a twist. I'm going to tell you why. There was a young lady in Africa. A young woman, born a woman, always a woman, elevated testosterone levels, and they told her, you need to take something to lower your testosterone levels or else you can't swim. Born a woman, always a woman. Oh, I forgot to say, it was born a black woman, still a black woman. But they let Leah go, and now she's ranked number one female.
Okay, so I have a big problem with this. I truly believe that they need to have their own league, their own sports league. This is getting out of hand. You had a woman die because she fought biologically a man. You might as well just say nothing against the transgender community, please. I'm not throwing no shade on your community at all. But what I am saying is that it's not fair, bro. It's not fair on either side of the scope of what you look at, on how you look at it. It's just not fair competition.
First off, I want to know what governing sanctioned body let a transgender. Okay, so if you're transgender female, that means you're male, or I don't know how. Well, either way, I want to understand why they let that boxing match happen. Who in the hell sanctioned that? You sanctioned that, but you wouldn't sanction Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. That's why there was no judges. It wasn't sanctioned. They wouldn't do it. So you sanctioned a match between a man and a woman, pretty much, in a ring. I don't care if he's a woman now. He wasn't a woman when he was born. That means he's already naturally stronger than her. You let them get in the ring. It's not like they're sparring. That's what Clarissa Shields does. That's what a lot of the female wrestlers, Savannah Marshall, they spar men. They spar them. They're not boxing these men. They're sparring. They're not actually having a boxing match with no gear on.
I really want to know what you guys think about this subject matter, because what's going to happen when they have the first transgender female or first female transgender to a male or whatever, however they call it? Please forgive me, I'm ignorant to.
Well, they already have an MMA fighter. They already have one.
Well,
she's one. Or
I'm talking about like in football.
They're not going to be that crazy. Well, they'll try it.
They already got one in basketball, I think.
Brittany Griner is playing in the women's league.
Oh,
and she's in jail right now. She is not
playing. Bro, I wasn't talking about her. The shade you just threw. Wow. Wow.
Well, if you remember, Brittany Griner said she's better than half the players out there in the NBA. Remember that?
I believe it.
Yeah, okay.
She as far as big women to play the game, yeah, I believe it.
She would not last in the NBA.
In the NBA?
Not even 2 games. They will roughshod all over her. She's tough when it comes to women. When you get there with a man in that sport,
I think she called her own. Maybe a little bit. Just a little bit.
She'll become a perimeter player.
She'll definitely.
And she can't shoot from the perimeter, so
I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me that you can have somebody just literally kill somebody in the ring and it's sanctioned. But it's just crazy. Folks, be right back. Real quick commercial break.
Who's ready for some fun? Who enjoys a podcast where the host speaks about what's on their minds and doesn't hold back? PD&J, What's Good Today, is an open format podcast hosted by Pocket and J-Dub the King. Let's talk about sports. Let's talk about music. Let's just have an interesting conversation. If you have any topics for us to discuss, email pdnjmediaproductionsllc@gmail.com. Tune in to PD&J What's Good Today every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube Live at J-Dub the King.
Folks, we are back. You
know what? Mess up again. Mess up one more time. What the heck?
Yeah, see.
It started, but I straightened it out.
Anywho,
I got my Will Smith ready.
Anyway, speaking of, in regards to what we were talking about, transgender athletes that are in roles. Do you think that they are in the roles of what they feel naturally they should be, or do they know that they are?
They know they have an advantage. There's no way you can tell me anything. They know they have an advantage.
It's a runaway train. You know what I mean?
They know what's going to happen until somebody puts a stop to it.
I think they need their own league. They need their own
The thing is, do they have enough to create their own league? That was what I would want to know.
I guarantee you, if you open it up to an option, you'll be surprised. I think you might be surprised.
I as we say, we don't have anything against y'all. It's just that's not the way to do it. You know, if you're born a man, you already have a genetic advantage over a woman.
Not in all cases.
When it comes to boxing, when it comes to swimming, I would have thought, no, yeah, I would, yeah, you still do. Sports wise, it's because now here's the thing. What I will say is this: if you modify the training that the women have to match the men's, we may see some differences. We may see some things happen. Because I believe there's still some women somewhere playing baseball. So I mean, that's the one sport I can see a woman actually transitioning to. That's a boys' league, so to speak, and actually doing pretty damn good. I really do. That's the one sport I do see, because it's not going to cause them to have an actual physical altercation with the man.
But there is just some men that are naturally faster than women, so that goes to your point of that it's still unfair.
Yeah, but faster. But baseball, the thing is, baseball is more about hand-eye coordination, more than anything else. You got to think, David Ortiz, Paul Molitor, Robin Young. These guys ended up being DHs after the second half of their lives because their hand-eye coordination was broken. They couldn't really catch or throw as much because of all the surgeries they've had, but their careers were elongated because of what they could do with the bat, hand-eye coordination. So baseball, that's one of the sports I could see, that happen.
A mixed
sport. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
Again, soccer, no. I mean, that's already been proved where they did I'm quite sure everybody's seen the one YouTube video where it's one guy against 5 women. And I don't even know that was just embarrassing.
I can't see it in hockey. It would be in the bad.
No. Badminton. I said badminton and I meant tennis. Wow. Same concept.
Stupid.
So I said badminton. I'm thinking tennis.
They already have those.
But yeah, they have the mixed doubles. Right?
Yeah.
They have the mixed doubles. So again, another sport where I could kind of see volleyball. Women actually, I think, to me, are very dominant when it comes to volleyball. They understand the sport, I think, a lot. Most guys, we try to be too physical playing volleyball. So I agree with that one. Yeah. But yeah, when I look at the physical contact sports, basketball is one of them because there's a lot of contact that goes on that's not called, unless you're LeBron and everything's a foul. Football, I know they had the one girl that's a kicker in some college. I think it's New Mexico State. She was at
Lobos, yeah.
Yeah. She was with the Lobos, and then now she's on a NFL team as a scout or something like that. So I mean, she didn't try to play the NFL, but I mean, I would have loved to see her try out. I think she could have been a hell of a kicker. It's just on kickoffs, I don't know.
I still stand by my original statement. They need their own league. And when I say
yes, transgenders, yes, they do need their own league. There's just no way around it because
it's unfair in a lot of ways, and somebody's gonna truly gonna get. Well, somebody already
died. So it's somebody already died because of some foolishness that was sanctioned. I don't understand how that was sanctioned. I just no.
Somebody had money in the right place.
Yeah, they had money, but guess what? Their money's now with the family of the young lady that lost her life. The fact that she got in the ring, that said a lot. You're getting in the ring. You know who you're getting in the ring with. That said a lot for her to get in that ring with that guy. Or transgender, I'm sorry. Whatever you want me to say, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be me. That guy. She didn't get in there with another woman. Transgender or not, it wasn't a woman. She wasn't born a woman. So you should not be in the ring against a woman.
And then, well, who was the one that they stripped the title of the swimmer, right? She was a swimmer. Or
female transgender.
Yeah, it was a swimmer. They stripped her of the medal and awarded it to somebody else, right? Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I'd say do better, but how do you do better in that aspect? You have to let them have their own league. But who's going to pay for it? I guess that's where it comes from.
Again, if you place that as an option, you might be surprised on how many sponsors they might end up getting. I don't know.
But the whole thing is, Like,
I don't know.
my thing is, and you know this too, because we go to WNBA games. WNBA product is a beautiful product. Why? Because there's a lot of basics being done. It's not as chauvinistic as the NBA. And you have a ball when you're at the game. There's so much interaction, so much going on. And now it's starting to get notoriety. How long has the WNBA been around? And now it's starting to get notoriety. Now you're gonna have a transgender league. Is it gonna have the same backing? Don't know. Now, is it gonna pull the crowd from the WNBA over to the transgender league? That may be an issue. That's why you may not see that happen.
Okay, so do you think that they're scared to have a transgender league because of what it will pull as audience-wise from everybody else? Is that what you're saying?
I'm looking WNBA wise, because if you go, like, I think they said 9 times, 7 out of 10, the alphabet community is there. You know, they support that more than anything else. So I do see where that comes from in that aspect. Like, do they want to pull that demographic away from the WNBA for a TNBA or whatever they're going to call it? Teabag Association, or I don't know.
Come on, man.
I meant Transgender Basketball Association.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
TBA.
I need somebody to come and help this boy, help this man over here.
But you know what, folks? It's serious, though. You know, all jokes aside, somebody died because they were stupid enough to let it happen.
What do y'all think? Let us know. We might be ignorant in some cases in regards to what we're speaking about because we might not know.
Well, first of all, I'm ignorant in the aspect of. Actually, I'm not ignorant. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not ignorant in it. I just want to understand, why was this sanctioned? Who signed off on this? That's what I want. Who is responsible for that happening? That's what I want.
And this was in the UFC, right?
No, it was a boxing match.
Oh,
a boxing match. That's what made it even worse. It was UFC. Well, the UFC one, she was born a female, transgender man, and is 2-0. I mean, it's a beast. And I know some. Now, actually, no, that's the other one, but it's really no professional wrestling league. I know some women wrestlers that can kick some behind. That, I mean, they did bad. They some bad family jammers.
Well, I know Clarissa Shields would break somebody's face too.
Oh yes. Now, actually, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Women's boxing,
great sport.
I have an issue. 2 issues, and it's been brought up by them as well. Give them that extra minute. Make it 3-minute rounds. Most of them spar 3-minute rounds anyway, 3 to 5 minute rounds anyway. Most of them are sparring that way. So give them the 3-minute rounds to the men, right? Give them 12 rounds. Give them what they want. And then also make the gloves so they can actually do something. They're wearing men's gloves. There's a women's glove out there. If you go order with those boxing things, they have a women's size and a men's size.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that boxing world is so back asswards, they don't want the women to have the perfect size glove for their hands? Because I bet you if it did, we see a hell of a lot more knockouts. I mean, some of them times you watch, ooh, ow, dang, ow, ooh, that looks like it hurt. Oh, what? She can't hit her. Like, and they work what they get. They do complain, but they complain in little bits. I mean, honestly, I think what they should do. So somebody come with a line for them. Come out with a women's line. You know, Layla Ali. Come on. I know you don't like Clarissa Shields, but put your ego aside. You could be the one to come up with something for the women. You know, as far as gear.
Man, that's a lot, Pocket. That's a lot. Besides, I don't. Layla Ali already has a line out. I don't see her putting out a boxing line. I don't see that.
But the thing is, if she did, does she? That's instant money. Instant money. Do you know how many more girls will be inspired? There's a lot of young girls right now inspired by watching Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, Amanda Nunez. I can go. I'm just spitting them out. Huh? But those are the top 3 you're looking at. And if you think about it, all these girls are inspired by them. Even if they got together and brought out their own line, I mean, that would be huge, huge, huge.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
I don't think. I think Clarissa might be the one to do it. She might actually be the one to do it. I really do.
You think? I think Clarissa's gonna be the first one to do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, folks. Right now it's time for fan mail, fan talk. Get at us. Let us know what's on your mind.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad we said that. We did get information, not information. Bad word. Wrong word. Bad word. I gotta get the Will Smith ready if I do that again. There's been a lot in the news about these women crying wolf.
Oh, yes, the other subject matter.
We kind of touch around this because, first of all, neither of us are women. But the thing is, the accusations that are coming out need to stop. They need to be treated the same. First, we had, I'm not going to say first, Chris Brown. I mean, at least he had, and people will automatically write him off. Oh, yeah, because the stuff with Rihanna, which we don't even know the whole story behind that, but all we know is he hit her in the car. That's all we know.
To save my life, I'm going to say.
That's all we did. That's all we know. That's all we're going to go by, right? So everybody keeps going back to that. You did that with Rihanna? Yeah, he's got a reputation. He's reformed himself. He's changed from that.
He's a father now of a young
woman. Hello. So that made him, and he even said that made him realize he had to atone for the stuff he did wrong, and he apologized for all the women.
And he apologized to Rihanna for everything of what happened that said night. And again, we don't know what happened said night, but we know something happened.
I'm trying. There's a whole bunch. I probably should have put them down, but it's these accusers, right? Yeah, accusers come out, and then when it's found that they lied, or they were untruthful, or whatever, however you want to Hollywood it, I'm going to say, they lied.
How much time
and then all of a sudden,
you get?
You know what? So how about this? Let's look up and see how much a rapist gets in Arizona. We'll start with ours.
Let's find out. I want to know. Right there.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's statutory rape. No.
No, you just passed it. What's the penalty?
Statutory rape.
Oh, that's that. Never mind. So at the end of the day, I honestly believe that even if you falsely accuse somebody of rape, or I'm sorry, rape is not the word.
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Okay, so give me enough time. The minimum is 7 years. The maximum is 14.
I say double that 14 year. 28 off top. You want to accuse somebody of rape, of sexually assault?
See, you're an extremist, right?
They'll get out in 10.
You're an extremist. So I was going to say 30.
See, I'm the extremist.
But here's my reason. Because of all the time being wasted to find evidence that's not there. All the time now, this in this case, a someone in the entertainment industry. Oh, Johnny Depp, another one. How about that? And that one was way more serious. She tried to cancel his career. Yeah. It's like, it's what upsets me more is that you got the women that stuff has actually happened to, have been assaulted sexually, that are afraid to come forward because of the stupidness of these other women that are trying to manipulate the men for their money. Now, do the men need to make better decisions? Yeah, they need to make better decisions. But in the moment, they think they made a good decision. Well, they made an okay decision.
Do you think Nelly was falsely accused?
Oh, see, I was waiting. I was leaving that one for you. Nelly, again, another one. That actually, they did come out and say that they have no substantial evidence.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go here, although his criminal shit is gone. Deshaun Watson.
Oh boy, now here's the thing.
22 of 41 women.
Yeah, boy, when you got that many accusations on one person, I'm sorry. I'm leaning towards something happened. Something might have happened.
I'm telling you what happened. If you go back and look at the timeline of all of this started, he said he wanted out of Houston. The owner is good friends, who's a defensive, who is a attorney that works very closely. Well, I just said he's an attorney. One of his best friends. They bump elbows together.
So we're going down that road, huh?
No, I'm not even. I said, look at the timeline. Think about it. All these things happened before, way before. All of a sudden, he decides he wants out of Houston, and bam, 22 counts. But then there was 41 women, so that means the other 19, he didn't have any sexual advances towards.
So
he didn't. His thing didn't.
So let me ask you this:
Snuffleupagus didn't Puffaleupagus?
So based off your theory here, do you think that Houston already knew about this and just released?
The thing is, no, that's not what I'm saying. That would be what you would think I'm saying, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if he is guilty of anything, is being stupid. Because one, the prosecutor already said we can't. There's no criminal charges to be pressed. There's no case.
But didn't like Kavanaugh, what's his name? I think his name is Kavanaugh. He had over like 4,000 accusations at one point in time.
Of students, and all the students said the same thing. 4,000. And then what's funny is it was reported, and it was found that it was reported. That's a big difference. If you want to go to the Matt Kavanaugh, I think it was back in Penn State.
Kavanaugh, yeah.
In Penn State. You want to go back to that? Because I watched that very closely. Very closely. I went to someone that went to school when I went to school with, went to Penn State.
All of those were false?
No, none of those were false.
None. Okay.
Why do you think he's in jail now?
Yeah, I'll bet.
And the thing is, that wasn't the only time. There was actually relatives that he did that to as well. See, there's a pattern.
Yeah.
So there's you can't even compare the two. He had a pattern of that. You're gonna say Deshaun Watson all of a sudden had a pattern? It didn't happen while he was at Clemson. He was getting massages there. All of a sudden, he came to the pros. He got money. You know what? My Snuffleupagus is Puffaleupagus. Oh, you're massaging me. Uh-oh. You know what? You ever heard of a happy ending? Look, come on now. If that's the case, he should have went to the Patriots, and him and Bob Kraft. I'm gonna stop right there. Woo! Him and Bob Kraft. I'm just gonna say they could have been best friends.
Folks, stay right tuned. We getting into hot topics right now. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Hey, you. Me? Yes, you. What up? Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah! GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins? You lying! Promotional flyers? Yo, son! Promo videos? I need that! OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds. Hey, yo, let me get that! Professional one-sheets and so much more. Oh my god. Please visit our website, I'm on it right now, GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs. Got it! Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World. Follow it! GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay.
I'm your host, Pocket, with the wheel hand.
Yeah, man, what a show it's been. Let's see. We talked about now. You think Will Smith had, just to recap what we talked about earlier today? Obviously, we talked about the Will Smith situation, soccer around the world. Do you think that just now changed the game for pimps?
Yeah, you know what's going to happen? They're going to say, "You don't want me to give you this Will Smith. You don't want me to do that, girl. You better act. Don't make you give this Will act right."
Will act right. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, man. That's what's going to happen. It is what it is, right?
Some things are gonna happen. Anyway, folks, what's up, Wayne? I see you. Salute. How you doing? Tiffany, I see you too. How you doing?
But you know
See
what?
Alpha, how you doing? Salute. All of our fans just keep tuning in. Our numbers keep growing every week. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in and week out. Lets us know that we're giving you the good content that you guys want to hear.
Also, you know what I wanted to do is shout out. We do this every week to the Ukraine. We got a lot of people tuning in over there when they can.
I'm not doing that this week until you start releasing some people.
We told releasing some people.
They holding those college students get out.
They've been out.
They've been out. Okay. I've been following the Mason, Tennessee stuff all week, man. There's some updates going on.
So shout out to the Ukraine and Russia. We got people watching there. It's tense, very tense.
They intensified.
But you know what? I'll go back to it's the David and Goliath of the modern day. I keep saying it. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to claim it. I'm claiming it. That's what it is.
But they intensified their shelling, and they look like they pushing back on the regime. So they might be doing something, a little something there.
So yeah, they we're supporting them as best we can. And I hope, when you guys tune in there, when you get the chance, that we give you that relief that you need right now. That you're able to sit there in safe somewhere in a bunker or wherever it is that you guys are. You're able to watch this and say, these two are crazy. These two Americans are crazy. You know what? We should Will Smith, Vladimir Poo. What I call him? Putin. We should Will Smith Putin. Actually, you know what they should do? They should put a picture of Will Smith's hand on one of them.
Oh, man.
I swear I am not by any means suggesting to do this.
Yes, he is.
However, I am saying that
you guys got
they can, they got the artists there that can do what needs to be done and then, go ahead about their business. Yeah, that's what I'll say. But I'm just keeping it real, man.
Dumb as hell.
Hey. It is what it is.
Go get your hat. Where is your hat?
Hat's still on vacation, I guess, because I'm going to get another.
Wardrobe, you're fired. Didn't we just hire her too? Anyway, folks, it's been a great episode. Thank you for tuning in this week. Yes, I know it's been a little bit early. I don't know. We might relaunch this later on this evening. But thank you for tuning in this week. Like I said, we got big things in the works, so make sure you stay tuned. Keep watching. PD&J was good today. Oh, hit up our email, info@pdnjmediaproductions.com. If you want to be a guest on the show, or if you want to advertise or promote, or whatever it is that you need for your media, in regards to media.
And not only that, but if you want to, if you want us to talk about something that, if anything that may be pending or, birthday shout outs, I'm giving that too. I mean,
birthday shout out. Yeah. Email us, birthday shout out.
Anniversaries.
Bar mitzvahs. Is that a thing still?
Yeah, still.
Okay.
Sweet 16s, quinceañeras, all that stuff, man. We're here. We do that. Like I said, we're growing, and more people hear about it. You never know. Now, also, you know what, man? I just thought about this. Next few weeks, we should actually have baseball starting, huh?
Baseball, yeah. Baseball going to be starting.
It's spring training out here now.
Who do you got your eye on this season?
I tell you who I don't have my eye on.
Baltimore.
The Diamondbacks.
Yeah, we suck.
Just like the Orioles. But, you know what? That's why I brought it up. If anybody's seen the new, Washington Nationals.
The jerseys.
Yeah.
Dude, the Arizona ones are kind of fire. You seen those?
So, yeah, in the new Nationals jerseys, which I'm actually thinking about getting one because it's to honor the Cherry Blossom Festival, where they put the cherry blossom on the jersey and the cherry blossom on the hat. It's tight. It's a gray jersey with the cherry blossom.
So what basically Pocket is saying, anybody that sees one of those out there, get him one and send it to him.
I'm not saying extra large, but if I were to say extra large, just know it's an extra large. Okay?
Folks, it's been a great episode of PD&J What's Good Today. Make sure you tune in each and every Wednesday at 5.
You know why? Because it's hump day. We out.